drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
Y entonces, gente, ¿cómo estamos en la noche de hoy? Día, madrugada, tarde, alba. No sé cómo más decirles. Yo solo espero que se encuentren excelente. Excelentemente excelente. Acá continuando con la historia de Alan Wake. No estoy muy seguro si esta ya es de las últimas partes. De las últimas. O la última parte ya del juego. Es que no recuerdo si toca pues volver a recorrer lo que ya habíamos recorrido anteriormente, como lo que era como la gasolinera, el área de descanso, el observatorio y ahora el autocine. Que yo recuerde cuando yo jugué el juego por primera vez, creo que culminaba la historia acá. Ya vamos a ver qué nos depara la historia de Alan Wake. Esto es bonito, aún puedo olerlo aquí. Ah, está sonando como el radio de este carro. No me van a creer lo que me pasó. Me tocó volver a pasar el anterior episodio. No sé por qué no lo guardó el juego. Por eso ahorita llegué con una nueva arma que es esta como... No sé, parece un rifle francotirador. Quise cambiar y la verdad no me gustó esta arma. Esta arma es muy feita. Voy a mirar si de pronto ahorita la puedo cambiar por otra.
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Uy.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go.
Diablo, señorita.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady,
¿Ve?
you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor. Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me and then everything got all dark? That was the best.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
¿Estaban retardados?
No. We were at the lodge, and
we escaped. We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah.
So, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up a notch, but it's totally old gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard, and Balance slays the demon.
Oh, yeah.
Balance slays the demons.
Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah.
Le puso arañas en el cerebro. Bueno.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Ah, una notica ahí. The light casts a shadow. Lo que pensé que aquí no había nada y vean. Hemos leído las noticas. Miremos a ver cómo leerlas. Dale a descanso. Aprovechemos este ratico para leerlas. Esta ya la leímos. Ahora veamos esta.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him, and I believe I can stop him. The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it, others can cope. I'm one of those people, and I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality. To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth. Some of the taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into 2 when they encounter strong light. It leaves the 2 halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr. The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
The spiders.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch. At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit. I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Nos faltan hartas qué.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well. The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up. I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scourge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake. I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left. The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect, a part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away. The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Listo. Ah, no, mentira. Bueno, miremos a ver qué encontramos del autocine. Y las leemos. Entonces... Uy.
Not good.
¿Quién es ese? Restablece la electricidad. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. 30 páginas. Ah, ¿cuántas es que tenemos? Ay, ¿cómo podemos mirar el total? Souvenirs. Vamos a ver qué hay por allá en souvenirs. Vamos a explorar un poquito. Ah, uy, qué feo. Es que los voy a cazar a todos. Uy, este perro. Esta arma casi no me gusta por eso. Muy lenta. ¿Era aquella? ¿Será buena la ballesta? Ah, qué bien. ¿Y, y cómo tenemos? Ah, ok. Uy, pero son muy poquitas las que la munición. Muy poquita la munición. Pero pues nada, usémosla. Se me hace que se ve interesante esa arma. Y ese pueblo de allá que. Vamos si nos recargamos un poquito de energía con la luz. Pero aquí acabo de ver una notica. Tenemos 18 de 53. Todavía nos falta harto.
Oh, look! Mr. Hero's here! You ready to save the day?
Uy, uy, se puso feo. ¡Ujú! ¡Ah! Quieto, ventarrón. Ay, mierda. Ya. Uy. Pues la ballesta es como chévere, pero como que la munición no es suficiente. Por acá es que hay una notica. ¿Sí? Lo estoy viendo mal. Ah, sí. Miremos a ver si encontramos otra arma mejor. Antes de ir al punto donde nos dice donde nos dice el mapa. Pucha, acá ahí se le salió un pulmón a Alan. El Psycho. El Psycho Killer. Hmm. Uy, dedos de los Adams. Pues no es que haya hecho la que perra que era el man. Bueno, miremos qué hay por acá. Una cajita de armas. ¿Y recargó la ballesta? 25 tiros de ballesta. Pues vámonos a ver si vemos.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Ah, ya lo vi. Yo, ¿dónde estará? Vamos a ver. Ah, vean, allá hay un cofrecito. ¿Qué es eso? Están como lejos. ¡Oh! Quieto, ventarrón. Quietos, quieto, veneno. Ajá. Pues está acá en la lástima que es bien demorada. Ah, encontramos. ¿Y cuántas tenemos? ¿No tenemos 20? Ah, yo pensé que sí. Escucha, pero entonces no hemos encontrado casi páginas. Pero qué la de culebras que hay por acá. Ábrete, sésamo. Y ahora por acá. Por acá hay algo que brilla. Allá. Siento que hay como mucho movimiento en el ambiente. ¿A dónde tengo que ir? Se supone que acá. O acá. Ah, tengo que entrar. Ah. Ah, acá hay una notica. Veanla. 20, ya podemos coger ese tal fusil. ¿Y por acá qué habrá? Creo que eso es lo que nos mostró ahorita. Pero no había mucho por acá.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
¿No? Y entonces. Ah, ok. Ah, pucha. Uy. Ah. Ah. ¿Listo? Listo, ventarrón. Ah, no fue difícil. Quedémonos un ratico más con la... Uy. ¡Ah! ¡Qué bien! Dios. ¿Así será en la vida real? O sea, en la vida real, ¿será que de verdad en las plantas eléctricas sucede esto? Vamos a recargarnos un poquito de energía. Ah, por allá no pasemos. Por allá está la electricidad y... Qué mamera. ¿Coger munición de qué? Eso. Ah, ve. Nos cambiaron el camino. Toca ir por allá. Pase, 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 pase. Pase, 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 pase. Listo. Lo habéis conseguido. Y ahora nos toca devolvernos.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed.
Uy, está gonorrea que.
It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. Don't want to get hit by those.
Oh. Ah. Una gonorrea con bombas. Uy, no lo mató. Ahora sí. ¿Será bueno el rifle? O la ballesta. Es que la ballesta es bacana porque atraviesa de una la... No hay que utilizar tanto la luz. Démosle un ratico más. A ver qué tal. Uy. Uy, 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 uy. ¿Será que ya? Parece que sí. Muchachos, yo me acuerdo que algo acá terminaba. Creo que terminaba así. Ay, mierda, la... No, no es la nena. ¿Y esto qué? ¿Acá ya entramos? Y creo que sí. Aquí ya habíamos venido. ¿No es cierto? Uy. ¿Y ese man qué? Ah, sí, de un solo flechazo lo sacaba. No, es buena, el arma es buena, el arma es buena. Toca saberla utilizar.
Nice. It's so nice in the dark. I can smell you.
Mmm,
I
huélame
can
este.
smell you out there.
¿En dónde toca encender las luces? Encender las luces. ¿Dónde carajo encendemos las luces? Según esto, ¿con ella? ¿O será afuera? ¿Será afuera en dónde? ¿Será acá? ¿Ve? No, de pronto es detrás de la cabaña. ¿Será? No, tampoco. ver, entremos otra vez. Estamos acá. ¿Será que es que tengo que prender una luz? No. Miren, estoy como bloqueado. Abrir, no, porque eso abre la... Oh, oh. No sé por qué se me disparó eso. No entiendo, gente, no entiendo. ¿Cómo así que enciende las luces del edificio de los guardias? Pero, ¿en dónde? Mm. Mm. Enciendo las luces, pero... No entiendo. ¿Dónde están las luces? Ay, me la voló. Dispárele. No le puedo disparar. Me deja dispararle. No, gente, no entendí qué hay que hacer. Cuando encuentre qué hacer, les cuento porque la verdad no tengo ni idea. Esa gonorrea. Uy, este hijo de perra me pegó. No. No entiendo, yo voy llegando por acá. ¿Qué le pasa a esta chica? Ay, bueno, re. A ver, vamos acá. Se supone que acá tengo que hacer algo. Ah, mira, ahí hay una cosa. Ah, pues, está huevón.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was this guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry, you just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Thanks.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Do you feel up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait,
Hmm?
big screen.
Yeah, we have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. She shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you're supposed to be dead, or something.
Uh-huh. How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like,
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy. The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but there's something about him, this... God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him. At all. I hope you can stop him.
Vamos a detenerlo. Pero debería darme como un piquito de buena suerte. Y... Mentira. Vamos a ver qué es lo que hay que hacer en el proyector. Oigan, muchas huevas, ¿no? Teníamos que encender la luz, pero no veíamos el interruptor. Ay, definitivamente. El cansancio del trabajo hace que no seamos tan... Se puso
The
heavy.
security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rent account.
¿Y dónde está la otra? ¿Será ahí? Vean. ¡Uhú! 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 ¿La destruimos? Sí. ¿Y dónde está la otra? No la veo. Ah, ya la vi. Uy. Ah. ¿No tengo bengala? Sí. Listo. Qué sencillo. Sencillo como el armadillo. Vamos a recargarnos un poquito de luz. Y ahora sí vamos a entrar al proyector.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket, the weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Era una hora tardía de la noche. El verano casi había llegado a su fin. Ok. ¿De rally qué carajos? Ok. ¿Hay algo por acá? Ah, sí. ¿Cómo era la vuelta? ¿Cómo era la vuelta? Era una hora tardía de la noche. El verano casi había llegado a su fin. El verano. Carajo, ¿cuándo es verano en...? Ah, ok, 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 ok. Y 1 hora tardía, entonces que un reloj. Acá está. Uy,
Oh, hell, this isn't going right.
no, no se ve bien.
You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I could keep this up forever.
Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Y ahora,
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is, a maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again.
sal del cañón. Gente, voy pues a caminar un poquitico más para llegar a un punto de auto guardado con el fin de con el fin de qué, con el fin de que no vayamos a perder el progreso. Solo un poquitico más para llegar a un punto de auto guardado para finalizar este episodio. Pues digamos que para mí ya fue como un episodio. Listo, punto de control alcanzado. Dice que nuevamente ir con Emma. Pero bueno, gente, como les había comentado, bueno, ya vamos a dejar hasta acá por el día de hoy este episodio del autocine. Espero que pues lo hayan disfrutado. Entonces, nada, les recuerdo que se suscriban al canal de Safe Game, donde vamos a estar trayendo contenido nuevo próximamente. Entonces, si desean que dentro del canal hagamos el let's play de algún videojuego en particular, no duden en dejarlo en la caja de comentarios. Yo tengo ya unos en mente, pues unos no, tengo un listado bastante largo, el cual espero poder cumplir. Me gustaría cumplirlo mucho, creo que alrededor como de 80 juegos. 80 juegos, digamos que los pasamos uno por semana, que es un poco complejo, creería yo. Pero significarían más o menos casi 2 años constante jugando cada semana, pasando un juego por semana. Por lo cual no creo que lo vayamos a cumplir muy pronto. Pero nada, igual cualquier cosa, me escriben en la caja de comentarios si tienen alguna sugerencia también sobre el canal, algo que les gustaría ver en los videos. También tengo pendiente de realizar una sección de análisis que me gustaría mucho sobre los videojuegos de los que ya hemos hecho let's play en el canal y pues de los que van a ir más adelante. Entonces yo creo que nada, los dejo. Espero que tengan una excelente noche, día, tarde, madrugada, alba. Que tengan un excelente rato después de haber compartido este tiempo con nosotros o conmigo en el Let's Play de Alan Wake American Nightmare. Recuerden, live to play and play to live. Vivir para jugar y jugar para vivir. Estamos hablando, gente.